This is 7 News at 4:30.
Up the top at 4:30 and on just one station, the sport of stealing hitting home when a well-known sports agent becomes a burglary victim. Good afternoon again, everybody. Crooks lurking just steps outside of his home before taking off with a pricey ride.
Sheldon Fox is live in Miami with the exclusive. Sheldon.
Auto thieves in the night, gate crashers, Miami Beach bandits. They took a Bentley for a ride, and they did it to Drew.
How crazy is this? These people have to be stopped.
But these bold crooks can't be stopped here. They're at the Miami Beach house of super agent Drew Rosenhaus, and they're ripping off his Bentley.
You can clearly look at the video of them breaking in and stealing the car.
Dark and early, Thursday morning, a group of grand theft auto thieves went to work, as seen on surveillance video provided exclusively to 7 News.
Two people, there's a Mercedes-Benz that's driving behind my car on the video. They went through a security gate. I'm glad that I'm a person of notoriety that can bring some attention to this.
Dynamite Nickelback, one of the best in the league.
One of the most famous sports agents in America, who also appears weekly on 7 Sports Extra, is now a Miami Beach crime victim.
I've been told by the Miami Beach police that there's a rash of these robberies, burglaries taking place.
Law enforcement sources tell me a similar crime happened overnight in the area of Hibiscus Island, one of several spots targeted by car crooks across Miami Beach. It was a car similar to Rosenhaus's, but for some reason, the burglars left the car running and unattended. Cops say the vehicle almost stolen was unlocked and had keys inside. Other such car crimes have been perpetual problems across sections of Mid-Beach and on Palm and Hibiscus Islands.
Things like this just can't happen. I lost a very dear friend and client of mine, Sean Taylor, when people broke into his house, didn't know he was there, and shot and killed him.
Thursday morning, Rosenhaus was sleeping at home.
My wife and kids, I was not aware this happened until the police came into my home, but if I had any inkling that they were breaking into my car, I would have gone out there with my firearm, and I don't know what would have happened at that point. I'm going to protect my family at all costs.
He tells us he thinks he might have left his keys in the car, and Miami Beach cops say that is a recurring problem in neighborhoods across Mid-Beach. When these thefts take place, people leave their key fobs in the car, and that makes it much easier for these criminals to commit these crimes. Those guys that took that Bentley, they're still out there. Pick up the phone right away. Call Crime Stoppers if you know anything about what took place Thursday morning in 2 different sections of Miami Beach. It's where we're live. Sheldon Fox, 7 News.